Hello and welcome to WSTC News. I'm Zach Riffle.
And I'm Justice McCamick. This student-operated newscast is brought to you by the Belmont-Harrison Career Center and St. Clairsville High School.
First up today, for some, tax season has already come and gone, but for many others, it hasn't even begun. This year, things are a bit different thanks to new tax codes. Itemizing appears to be on its way out for many taxpayers. Something else has changed: the size of most taxpayers' refunds. They've become smaller. Some file themselves. Others need assistance during this time of year. If you are just getting started today, call your tax preparer and start up an appointment so you have enough time to file before tax day arrives on April 15th.
Next, in local news, programs to empower young women will benefit from the proceeds of a food tasting fundraiser in Wheeling this week. The Junior League of Wheeling will present an affair with Emerald Flair at 6 p.m. this Saturday at the Wheeling Artisan Center. Profits from the event will support Junior League programs. These programs intend to build self-confidence and self-esteem among girls in middle school and high school.
The ACT, or the American College Test, is a very important test that can help when entering a college. Here's WSTC reporter Andrew Gazik to tell us more.
The juniors recently took the ACT provided by the school for free. It usually costs $55. On average, 1.6 million students take the ACT a year. Let's go to some people that may know a thing or two about the ACT.
The ACT is a national exam. They call it an entrance exam. And the reason it's important is because colleges want to know how competitive you are or how prepared you are for the rigors of college work. And the best way for them to do that is to compare you to students across the state and from other states. And the only mechanism they can do that with is some kind of a test that everybody takes. And so the same ACT is given across the nation on the same day. And so if whatever score you get, they can compare that to the scores of students from other states, and they can tell whether or not you're competitive with that student based on your scores, because it's all the same. So that's what they use the entrance exam for, is to determine whether or not you're ready for their work that they're going to give to you.
Are there any tips you can give to someone who's taking the test for the first time?
Yeah, you just gotta go in relaxed and just keep time in mind, like bring a watch, and if you're getting close to the end, fill in all the bubbles and then go back and change them and just have fun with it,
The ACT, originally an abbreviation of American College Testing, is a standardized test used for college admissions in the United States. It was first introduced in November 1959 by University of Iowa professor Everett Franklin Lindquist. Is there a lot of pressure to get a high score on the ACT, even though you haven't taken it yet?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, you have to still get pretty high score to get into like a really good college. Like Ohio State, you need at least a 28. That's pretty high.
There are 3 ACT tests still left to sign up for this year, with the closest one being April 13th, then it goes to June 8th, and then July 13th. This is WSTC reporter Andrew Ellerick signing out.
Just yesterday, students at St. Clairsville High School experienced yet another snow day. WSTC reporter Emma Wright has a story.
I'm Emma Wright reporting for WSTC News, and today we're going to give you an update on the current snow day situation. What are the consequences of having too many snow days?
Although snow days are nice, consequences could be things like lost educational time. I know for some parents it's inconvenient because they're left to find childcare for kids if they do have to go to work, and things like having to make up those lost days over certain breaks that we planned on having, like spring break, or maybe having to go to school into the summer.
During our interview with Assistant Principal Miss Hines, she went into vivid detail explaining the number of hours that the school is required to be open. She explained that there is 1,001 hours required by law, that there is an additional 111 hours attached onto the school year as hours to be missed for snow days. The school district has currently used 85 of the allocated 111 hours, meaning that there is 26 hours remaining, which is equivalent to 4 full days. So we set out to see what the student body enjoys about a nice day off. Do you like snow days, and what are the pros and cons?
Snow days are awesome. Alright, they're the best. And like one pro of having a snow day is that you get a day to calm down and actually care about yourself for a little bit before having to go and deal with a bunch of people again. And one con is, I guess you kind of miss out on a little bit of class, but it's fine.
Sometimes I like to go into work early. Sometimes, just it's nice to sleep in. And the pros to it is you get to just do whatever you want that day. It's a free day off of school. And then cons are sometimes if you use too many days, you got blizzard bags. So that's pretty much a bad thing. You never want that.
So on most snow days, I usually just sleep in. And one thing I like about snow days is that I don't have to go to school. One thing I don't like is that I have to go to school the next day.
I'm Emma Wright reporting for WSTC News. Enjoy your snow days.
Don't change that dial. Stay tuned for more WSTC news.
Some interesting cooking tips in WSTC sports. You won't want to miss it.
We'll be right back.
Let's carry on and take advantage of the opportunities offered at the Belmont-Harrison Career Centers and learn a trade while earning your high school diploma at the same time. Check out interesting and challenging programs right now. Business, skilled trades, technical, mechanical, or personal services. You'll find Belmont-Harrison Career Centers facilities and programs truly amazing. See your guidance counselor or call the Belmont-Harrison Career Centers today at 740-695-9130 or visit their website at www.bhccenters.com.
Top of the morning to you laddies. Today on Taste Taste we'll be making an iconic Irish dish, shepherd's pie. But I think we need some ingredients. Oh, here we go. You need some chicken broth, 2 pounds of ground beef, some corn, some carrots, and some peas, 2 small onions, some potatoes, a pan, a skillet, and some stuff to stir it with.
First you're going to chop 2 onions and put them in the skillet to cook. Then you're going to add 2 cloves of garlic and a can of carrots and let that cook for a few minutes. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of thyme. Next you're going to add in the 2 pounds of ground beef. You're going to put that in the skillet with the rest of the stuff and mix it together and add salt and pepper for seasoning. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to cook all the way through. Then you're going to add a can of peas and a can of corn. You're going to let that cook until the peas and corn are heated up. After that, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour and mix that in and let it cook for about 1 minute. After that, you're going to add 2/3 a cup of chicken broth. And you're going to let that cook and simmer for about 5 minutes to thicken up. Then you're going to add the beef mixture to the bottom of your pan and spread it around evenly. Then you'll add on the mashed potatoes that you made over top. You'll preheat the oven for 400 degrees, and whenever it's preheated, you'll put in your pan of shepherd's pie for about 20 to 30 minutes.
And that's how you make shepherd's pie. Thanks for coming to Taste Taste. Stay tasty. Shalom.
Hello and welcome to WSTC Sports. I'm Zach Riffle.
And I'm Justice McCamick. Let's see what's happening in the wide world of sports.
8 local wrestlers have punched their tickets to the 82nd Annual Ohio State Tournament next weekend by reaching the district finals Saturday afternoon. 7 of those are in Division III, while the other is in Division II. The Division II, the Red Devils' Cohen Kish advanced to the state tournament with a 4-3 tiebreaker over Tyler Masters of West Holmes. The sophomore improved to a superb 44-4 and met Beaver local freshman Logan Hours, who's 31-4, for the title. St. Clairsville's Caden Stout and Justice McCamick are also headed to Columbus. On behalf of WSTC News, congratulations to these state qualifiers.
How did these wrestlers prepare for the district tournament? Last week, WSTC reporter Corey Naylor found out how they prepared.
With 10 qualifiers and 2 alternates, we're taking a look at the St. Clairsville wrestling team in preparation for the upcoming district tournament.
Well, districts is a big deal. You know, whoever places top 4 goes to state, so obviously we're going to be training a little bit harder. Everybody's kind of got a little chip on their shoulder because everybody wants to make it to states. So we're trying to get everybody in the room working harder and getting more aggressive and working on our offense, make sure we take more shots, get more throws in, and make sure that we can get it to states.
The district tournament will be held at Heath High School March 1st.
My preparation for the district tournament is no different than any other. I come in the room every day with a good attitude and a good mindset. I work hard with the rest of the team.
I've been getting ready by the district tournament by preparing, by getting more mat time, learning some extra moves that I have to work on, and just be ready to be as aggressive as I can when I step right on the mat.
This is WSTC News reporter Corey Naylor signing out.
With the end of another St. C swim season, several Red Devil athletes swam off to the state competition of February 22nd. 5 girls made an amazing impact on this past swim season. Let's see how they felt it went.
How is swimming more than just hopping in a pool and going for a swim?
Well, a lot of people who don't understand the sport of swimming think it's just some like fun or like playtime, but it's a lot of work, and it's more like a sport than a lot of like other things that you would think of as playing, or it's a lot of work. It's kind of like track if you're not familiar with swimming, and it's truly a hard thing. So that's how, yeah.
Good job on this season. What were your expectations and what are your future goals?
My expectations this year were just to do my best and get as close as I could to making states, so I was really happy that I could make it. And my goals for the future is to keep swimming, and I hope to one day go to college for swimming and get as close as I can to doing my best and keep going.
The event was held at Canton's Brandon Natatorium on February 22nd.
Going into this season, my expectations were just to just swim and have a good time, have a lot of fun, and I honestly did not think that we would make it to state, to be 100% honest with you, especially at the very beginning. Like mid-season was when I thought it could actually possibly happen. And then future goals.
Well, since we placed 14th this year, I think maybe we could try and get into the A finals next year, and maybe in the future even possibly win if we tried hard enough.
Reporting for WSTC News, I'm Zach Riffle. Well, that's all the time we have for WSTC News.
Thanks for watching. Stay classy and have a great week.